Hello everyone, Belladonna here, and Madam Weeps. Now, the reason we're here is I'm sure that most of you know Madam Weeps had a very difficult time recently. Yes, you did. You see, a few nights back, late at night, without warning, while she was in her sleep, Madam Weeps had a very severe seizure. And naturally, of course, we were terrified. Took her to the emergency room, and from the first chance they weren't really sure what to do. They didn't have the answers. We were going to have to transport her to another facility where they could look further into her condition. At that point, we took her to the further facility where we found that she was having a form of heart failure. This is tied to different issues with her lungs. She has a heart murmur. Now, otherwise, Madam Weeps has been incredibly healthy. This really came out of nowhere without warning. Some of you may recall I have mentioned a little fellow by the name of Master Peeps, predecessor to Weeps, and unfortunately, long ago, he died in a very similar fashion. And there was nothing I could do to fix that. So we took Madam Weeps to the ER, and they had to keep her in an incubator. She wasn't breathing properly. Things were looking very, very bad. And sorry. We were going on that point about almost 3 days of no sleep. I myself was in the worst possible state. I couldn't even keep my eyes open, but I wasn't able to sleep at all. We were both, Laura and I, at that point we'd already maxed out any financial help we really had available from ourselves. Whatever we had that we could use, care credit, things like that, we were at the limit. And we were understanding that further treatment might not work. We didn't know how long it would take, and we didn't know if we'd be able to do it. And I told the doctors, I don't care, take everything, I'm not going to give up. But it was looking very bad. She was in bad shape. We were in bad shape. Now, I've always been very used to being on my own. And we didn't know what to do. There's no one we could ask. We don't have any of a family to speak of. No one would help us anyway. And we were starting to just become at our wits' end. I think we were just losing it. And as we debated what to do and how to make this work, I always try to think that I'm like the voice of reason and so very smart. That's not always the case. So Lara had told me that we should start a GoFundMe. Never done such a thing. I'm used to just dealing with things and pushing and fighting. And as I sat there, mostly asleep, well, sort of asleep and awake, I told her something. I reverted back to a very old way of thinking that I remember from long ago, is that no one cares, no one's going to help us. And I'm usually I try to be very positive. I was scared. And I was ready, I didn't know what we were going to do, but I thought we were screwed. You know, that was it. Now, those of you who have met us know that Lara is a lot more quiet than I am. I'm very irritating. But she made it very clear that we had to try. And then she was absolutely right, and so we did, and I figured, hey, you know, maybe we'll get something, I don't know. Within a very short period of time, we started to get people donating. I couldn't really believe it. I'm not used to that sort of behavior. I'm not used to being, I'm not used to people caring. I know Laura and I have gone through a lot. We've struggled a lot. We work really hard. And this little baby, this puppy, this is the only thing that I think has gotten us through. I know a lot of people understand what it's like to have a pet you love. I know that. And I know some people don't, and that's alright. But she's not just the pet that I love, she's kind of all that I have. And it's not about meeting movie stars and rock stars and hanging out doing cool gothy pictures. It's fun, it's great. But she's one of the pups that saved me from myself. And I thought I was going to lose that, and I didn't know what to do. Because she's brought so much joy and happiness to so many people, so many of you out there. And I'm glad that I didn't let the worst parts of me get the best of me. And we did the GoFundMe, and so many of you donated. The things you bought us the day we needed. We didn't know. We didn't know what we needed, but you bought us the day we needed for them to figure this out and for her to recover. And as you can see, I tell you, it wasn't like this. I thought we were done. Everything we saw, everything we witnessed, everything we dealt with those nights, I thought we were finished. And you bought her the day to survive. Now going forward, she's going to be on various medications, 3, 4 right now. Those things cost money, you know, but we're going to carry on. The GoFundMe is open if you wish to donate. No pressure, no expectations. You've done enough. You've done so much for us, but it's not just the money. It's all the caring and compassion and the wishes and the prayers and whatnot. I've never had that. I've never expected it. And donations, emotions, everything saved us. We were done. I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. I didn't think we'd be sitting here like this. I thought I was going to do this better. I'm sorry. So, here she is, Madam Weeps in all her glory. Aren't you? Yes. If I keep going, it's just going to get more awkward, and I'm sorry. Thank you all so very much. I could never repay you. I could never do enough deeds. Things are going to change a little bit, you know. We still are going to be out there doing cool things. Price adjustments here and there. We got a con coming up, a convention. We're going to see you out there. And we're going to be out there. We're going to go to things when we can. Weeps is going to be the first priority, but we're going to focus on getting back to YouTube videos and my lovely audiobook reading. My audiobook reading, yes. Because I have such a lovely voice. Isn't that right, Laura?
Yes.
Very enthusiastic. Thank you. We're going to get back to having fun, but we're going to make sure we always appreciate not only the little hearts in our lives, because she is my heart. She really is. That's not just a statement. But the wonderful people out there. I'm sorry I ever doubted. I've always been afraid. Thank you so much for saving my baby. I thank you. Laura thanks you. Madam Weeps thanks you. And if I keep going, it's going to be a mess. You know, Tammy Faye, not good. So thank you all so much. And we will still be seeing you out there indefinitely. You see us, say hello. Talk to us. You guys are the ones who saved us. You really did. You don't know what you did. You don't know how miraculous it was. Thank you all. And we're going to see you out there. Aren't we? Yes. Yes.